Welcome to another episode of We Have a Microphone, where we have a microphone.
Is this the first time it's been shown on camera?
Yeah, I don't think we've never done this before. I'm Hampton.
I'm Michael.
And we're here doing our first video thing. So we're going to post this to our podcast, our incredibly popular BAFTA-winning podcast. And, you know, people there, they're not going to get all the visuals, but we have set up a home studio. As you can see here, it looks very natural. And so we thought a lot of people are kind of like stuck at home, so we would entertain everybody. So what did you make this, Michael?
This is called, very appropriately, a hostage situation. We'll explain why in a second. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah?
I'm not crazy about it.
Okay. So it's got Old Tom Gin, Ranson Old Tom. So I think it's slightly aged, right? There's Antica Vermouth with a bit of coffee in it. And then also Creole Shrub, which is an orange liqueur.
Went down the wrong pipe. It's a medical emergency. I think maybe it's the shrub. I'm not crazy. It's got a little bit of medicinal.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. See, we do no editing here.
So
no restarts.
Yeah, the reason it's called a hostage situation is because we are currently
holding ourselves hostage.
Yeah, kind of sequestered or working from home, not going out that much, all that because of a coronavirus.
Yay, coronavirus.
Yeah, New York is now second, or maybe it's
I like to call it COVID.
COVID?
Yeah. Just for friends. Can people in the live stream just type in the chat to make sure the audio is set up and everything? Because we have no idea if we're doing right or not. See, this is great. See, other podcasts would do that, right? And then they would edit that out from the final thing.
Yeah.
But that's not the way we do this. You have to sit there and listen to this, which is why the BAFTAs have honored us.
Right.
Which is the bathroom awards, given away every morning in the bathroom. So yeah, we're in the house. I left today the house for like 5 minutes to walk to the corner store, and it was terrifying. I was just like, I don't know, were people gonna touch me? And then I had to cough halfway there, which now I'm definitely gonna have a cough. I had to cough, and I'm like, if I cough, everybody's gonna like. Be like, oh! Which I just pointed, which is a reference to a modern movie.
Body Snatchers reference.
It's a Body Snatchers starring Donald Sutherland.
Yes.
Did you know he's Canadian?
He is.
Yeah. Did you know his son is also Canadian?
Wow.
I don't know what his son's name is.
So many famous Canadians. So, Donald Sutherland is also in Outbreak, which we rewatched recently.
Oh my gosh.
I've definitely been in a
Let's talk about Outbreak. Man. And whoever wins our raffle this week will get this lovely Clorox disinfectant wipe. It's the last left in America. Sponsored by Outbreak, the 1998 hit, not earlier. 94, 95. Hit Dustin Hoffman.
We were watching it and we were like, what is Dustin Hoffman up to these days? Not gone to TV, like most of those people of that.
He's not. There isn't like a new HBO show.
Right. Don't know. I don't think he was in any scandal or anything. I remember.
Well, seeing it on YouTube and sponsored by Google. Hey Google, whatever happened to? What was I asking about?
Dustin
Hoffman.
Sorry, I don't understand. The Hunger Games recently. I think he's got a new lease of life there. But a lot of the people in that film were not totally like Rene Russo, Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, this is a hell of a cast though.
Yeah.
Rene Russo, Cuba Gooding Jr.,
Dustin
Hoffman,
Kevin Spacey. Well,
Kevin Spacey.
But we know what's happened to him.
But still, I mean, these are like,
especially
like, that's a lot of like big names.
Yeah.
Was there anybody in it that wasn't famous?
Not
really. Monkey. No, that was Marcel. It was fucking Marcel.
From Friends.
Oh, we all knew the whole time. Oh, we got people joining. Hi, everybody. what do you think about Outbreak?
Yeah.
Where you can win this.
So obviously, I think some people go like lean out of a kind of pandemic like this. I'm doing the opposite. I'm leaning in. So I read Severance, which is a great 2018 book this weekend.
Which I also love, just by the way, it's so on brand for this, because we're like, who wants to talk about this during an actual pandemic?
Yeah.
And we're like, not most people.
No.
But we're just going to lean in with it as our subject.
Yeah, I think I just want to stoke the...
your fears.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're being stuck inside and all they want to do is watch bad 94 films. Oh, well, let's talk about the movie. Okay, so Outbreak, I felt like the first 75% of it is a half decent movie. And the last 25%, it just goes brain dead stupid out of the blue. Like the first part, like there's like intrigue and like some things and like monkey running away. And like, but it's like kind of like not legitimate, but like it's quasi plausible.
Yeah. There's also like a subplot about the government covering up, things they've done, and obviously the government is.
And none of the things that they brought up do they actually address in any sort of meaningful way. It basically ends up, sorry for spoilers, on a movie from like near 30 years ago. I don't know what year it is right now, but basically Cuba Gooding Jr.'s character does everything. It is crazy. The talent that he really believes in Dustin Hoffman and trusts him, even though he's like gonna go to jail for it. Like this guy they met like 10 minutes ago, and he is like willing to basically risk the future of the world on an older white guy's opinion. And meanwhile, he is let's go through Cuba Gooding's talents. One, I think he's a great fighter. Yeah, he like punched somebody in the face. He was like really good at that. He's a expert helicopter pilot that can like basically there's a ton of the last part of the movie is like helicopter fights, which I didn't remember at all, but it's like car chases with helicopters. Also, in like 5 minutes, he goes from a monkey, there's just a monkey he's holding that's like out, and then 5 minutes later, he has vats and gallons of antibodies to give out to people. He like literally there's a scene where Dustin Hoffman goes into a room, talks to Rene Russo for like 2 seconds, and then Cuba, who is just what a miracle worker. That's he's like the world's greatest biologist. So yeah, Cuba Gooding Jr. in that movie is just, and Dustin Hoffman adds zero value except for being sure he's right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hashtag leadership. I feel like that's my job. Hey, looks like we got a lot of people joining us. And John Kaczynski watched this on Netflix. Yeah. And we're asking, what were we drinking? Well, Kier, if you tuned in earlier, this is what's it called? Oh, wait, a hostage situation with some shrubs. It's got some coffee in it.
It's got Old Tom Gin, which vermouth.
It comes from the Death and Company cocktail book that I recommend. Like,
it's really, really good.
Yeah. That is Michael has produced a giant. Wait, do you want to hold it up for the camera so we can like do a full QVC sort of thing? You can order this from our web store. Use the checkout code WHAMSHOW and you'll get nothing off your Death and Company book from Amazon if it ever shows up. Look at that. Look at that beautiful bound volume. Look at these pages. These are not the pages that are just any book.
No.
Yeah.
This is a quality.
And our lighting is perfect.
There's a bookmark on. Yeah. So Outbreak.
Yeah, watch it. You got nothing else to do. Why not?
If you're bored. I also feel like Walking Dead could be good to rewatch. Contagion, I want to watch again.
Which one was that?
That was the Lawrence Fishburne, Gwyneth Paltrow, Matt Damon one from like early 2000s. Well,
I don't really remember it. I don't really remember it.
It was good. I think part of it was set in San Francisco.
Oh,
yeah. I remember liking it at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another good one.
Any other good Outbreak movies? Our lovely giant, was that 800 people are tuned in right now? That's insane. They're all BAFTA voters.
I think this is the highest watched YouTube stream ever.
It probably is.
Probably.
Like Ninja, well, I guess he's on Twitch. I was debating putting this on Twitch, but then I felt like, I don't know.
Do people stream things other than video games?
Yeah, they definitely do. Like, it's a really popular place to do podcast
Oh, really?
stuff. But like, basically, I didn't know if our millions of fans would think like Twitch.
Do Twitch account? Do you need an account to watch?
No.
Okay.
But like this, you could live stream on your TV.
Okay.
Thanks to the power of the Android operating system. And
is there not a Twitch app? I thought there was.
No, there is. You just have to install it.
Oh,
but it's like if you're not a gamer, people are like, eh. Like my mom has the YouTube app installed.
That's true.
I did not tell her this was happening. It's one of the few places I didn't market this going on. But
you put it on Facebook.
I did, but I know my mom's currently traveling and they have bad internet. But Mom, you're welcome to watch this at any point. There's no secrets in my life. No secrets. You can just Google me. Anyhow, yeah, so we're inside. I've left the house twice in almost a full week now.
Yeah.
Because I'm coming up on Tuesday was when I self-quarantined. Oh, right. Because we went to see Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf on Broadway, starring Laurie Metcalf. That's right, Laurie Metcalf from Roseanne and many other things, including like winning the Tonys like every year. Like she's just like not even trying. And Scream. I know that's where you're going next. Scream 2, right? She was the baddie in Scream 2. Oh, once again, it's been like 30 years. If you haven't seen it, it's not a thing. But yeah, Laurie Metcalf. She plays the role that Elizabeth Taylor played, and it is just a fantastic play. Apparently, the usher in our section had coronavirus, so I don't really know what to say outside of that. But we found out it was the play where the usher in the mezzanine, which we were in the mezzanine because I'm not paying those orchestra prices, just not doing it. I don't know how much money I have to make to pay that orchestra. A big money orchestra seats. But yeah, so we decided to self-quarantine but I think we're okay. I don't know. I've got the sniffles, right? It makes you crazy because you're just like, yeah. Am I dying now? Is that what's happening?
I found it. So apparently at the school I went to growing up, they have identified a case at a visiting student tested positive after leaving, and they are leaving the school open, and they are and they're making my mom go to work. And my mom's 60 plus
with
asthma.
Bad lungs, yeah.
And yeah, I'm like, what? I'm so confused. Yeah. It's a little frustrating.
Let's all write strongly worded letters to the principal, head teacher. Head teacher. Do they teach your head?
Sure. It's
like a head shrinker.
Yes.
I think we've all learned something here today. A valuable lesson. I don't know what else is going on.
I mean, that's the funny thing. Like having this, it's mostly pushed all the other terrible things. Well, the election, Brexit. Mm-hmm. Well, that's just kind of like been put in a little compartment in my brain. I'm like, stuff I don't need to be as anxious about right now. So that's a positive.
Yeah. So you're saying all the other horrible things,
right, seem less horrible when confronted with a global pandemic that may kill 2 to 3% of people.
You know what I think's funny? It's not going to be funny. We try not to get too political on the show, but we are. Like obviously climate change is a huge issue, but I've been seeing like a ton of climate change activists being like, okay, how do we like spin this into coronavirus? Like, how do we like make the point that they're both related? And I'm like, well, I mean, like they are both, global warming is a bigger threat to human life than this virus, and we're not taking it seriously, but I don't know what the spinning angle is here. Like, they're like, well, if things flood, we could have more diseases.
I'm going to say part of it is that the legislature in the US, and tends to be in most places, skews older, skews more affluent, and climate change, they're fine with that. They're probably not going to be alive when it's at its worst, and they have enough money that even if they would be, they can figure it out. Coronavirus, it's different. Yeah, it affects mostly, or it is most serious in the older generations.
I just feel like
and money can't really help.
Right, but it's like a stretch to. That's where like I'm at, because like look, I 100% in, 100% on the cause. It's crazy, but like I don't know if this is an effective tactic.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's just like I think you should say there's multiple existential threats, and we need to all confront them together. But yeah, anyhow, wow, global warming. Outbreak, bad movies, good movies, great movies. What a great episode sponsored by
virus
Clorox.
Yeah.
People are gonna break into our house just to rob us of this one last Clorox wipes. There it is. You can find this at your local retailer. No, you can't.
You know how we live in late stage capitalism, internet of shit kind of era.
Mm-hmm.
So
sponsored by Google. Sorry, keep going. Internet of shit. Yeah.
And our tap is a touch on, touch off tap.
It is.
And we were very excited when we first got this. We saw it on Top Chef, I'm sure, or Network Star, one of those.
Yeah, it's one of those.
It's not been the greatest investment, I would say, anyone looking for a tap on, tap off. We can talk about that in a second, but now the tap won't work because we don't have batteries now, and we ordered them from Amazon, and they were next week. And so for me, it was shocking. Like, it's not just Clorox and Purell that are out and delayed. It's like everything.
But that's Amazon. I could have got one at the shop today.
Oh, but why didn't you?
Because you didn't mention it.
Okay. This podcast was basically all my passive aggressive way to ask.
I risked my freaking life. I went out there into just what seemed like a totally normal, lovely day out.
Oh, really? It wasn't like Cloverfield out there?
No. People were just
walking?
People with real jobs were just going to their real jobs. Yeah. Where all the white-collar people, we are stuck at home. And like everything I bring into the house, I wiped out with my Clorox brand bleach. Yep. Because I'm normal.
So Hampton really likes the touch on, touch off tap.
I do. Well, it's kind of fun. Okay, so got your messy hands, and if you're watching the video, you get the full thing. You got your messy hands, and then you walk up the sink, and with the back of your hand, just like how now you have to wipe your eye with the back of your hand because you don't want to touch your face, but you tap it, and it goes, shh, and it's on. And then you put your hands in, and you wash it, and then you get it off. I'm like, I don't even have to touch this stupid thing. It's a real problem that is solved now in my life. Now, the fact that it only works like 80% of the time or 20% of the time, it totally does the wrong thing. Or if I shock myself here on the table, it's over there in the kitchen and it will turn on
something and you get a static shock. And then over there, the tap will turn on. Either that or it's poltergeist.
Yeah, and sometimes it'll just happen randomly. They'll just like all of a sudden, which is great in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Actually, I haven't heard it. It would totally creep me out though.
It would creep
I'd be like,
did someone break into our house to turn on the tap?
Yeah.
Or they were in the middle of burglaring and they were like, I need a glass of water.
That'd be such a creepy thing if they had.
It would. That would show they're really, really calm.
What if it's like an Invisible Man situation? Oh, one of my exes from 15 years ago decided to become invisible and break into our house and then use our lovely touch on, touch off feature to turn on the tap.
I know. We haven't seen that.
Occam's razor applied appropriately. Yeah, we haven't seen that movie yet, but I kind of want to.
Yeah.
Is it like Handmaid's Tale, but with like a dead invisible boyfriend?
Yeah.
Or an alive invisible boyfriend? Okay, I think the trailer for that gave away too much. That's all I'm saying. I'm throwing that in there. Yeah. Any listener questions, by the way, I put up online. Actually,
you can also,
if anybody responded, but anybody in our live chat, if you have any interesting questions you want us to answer or not, trivia, personal facts, I don't know if they're willing to ask it. I'm probably willing to answer it. Yeah. No, nobody gave a question.
Tweet.
Can't believe all of our BAFTA fans. I don't know. I'm obsessed with BAFTAs.
Yeah.
Did they just happen? Like
The
6 months
BAFTAs?
ago?
Yeah,
we got. You guys look well dressed. Do you plan to keep this up? Oh, this is fantastic. This is my favorite subject. Okay. Thank you, Kier, for the wonderful question. So, for the people listening, I am wearing a blazer, which is the greatest cheat that, like, if there's this is a joke, by the way, please don't get offended. If there's an advantage to being a man, it's the blazer. I guess, see, now I say that and I'm like, oh yeah, women can also
advantage.
Well, first of all, women can definitely pull off a blazer like motherfuckers. And then also, yeah, obviously there's institutionalized things. Anyway, okay, but it's really great to be able to wear a blazer. So look, I have a t-shirt on and I have the t-shirt and then I literally just put this jacket on. Like this could be a hoodie and now I get credit for being dressed up. It's amazing. No effort at all. And everybody's like, wow, you dressed up. I get the question at work whenever I wear a blazer. Oh, looks like you're going for an interview. I'm like, no, I'm literally the same slob I was yesterday. I just literally chose a slightly different thing. Like this is the same amount of effort as a hoodie. So that's my rant on it. But yes, we are going to keep it up because being on camera for all these calls, you still got to look. You gotta look good. Yeah. And Michael, you have a nice sweater on here. Who are you wearing?
I am not prepared for camera because I didn't realize this was going to be on camera. But this is probably Topman. I believe it is Topman, which is the only brand in the US that I can really get that fits me. Actually, no, I found Club Monaco does all right. And sometimes Express.
Oh, and this jacket is Scotch and Soda from their rental program, which I got my new shipment coming in. I bought this one off of it. And then my shirt looks like the old things and it says queer on it. And this is done by a local artist, not local. I just like to say local artist, an independent artist, Jackson, who's a good friend of ours and I went to high school with. And they made this jacket. It's kind of got the thank you print, and I just thought I'd wear it on camera. But I was wearing a Atari shirt earlier. Thank you, just in case you want to know. So I think this is Redbubble. I think. Oh yeah, a lot of my stuff's from there. Okay, let's see. We got some other questions.
I cannot read that.
I'm gonna steal from. Okay, blazer. See, this is people listening will get the full. John Lovett here. What was the funniest panic purchase you've made this week? Oh, interesting.
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a great question, John.
I know mine.
What is yours? Oh, yeah, I do know yours today.
So my panic purchase, and I don't know for those of you who are watching on camera are seeing our Le Labo candle.
This is a candle blog, by the way. Vlog.
Yeah.
Where we review candles.
That was my favorite thing. I wish I could get into more. Anyway, my panic purchase was way too many diptych candles because I was worried that the store would shut and I wouldn't be able to have scents in my house other than Clorox.
Sponsored by the wonderful scents.
I bought a not reasonable amount of candles, expensive French candles. That was
from the Saint-Germain district of Paris in the 3rd arrondissement.
Shit. I think it's in maybe the 3rd.
Oh!
I don't know. I'm trying to do because the Marais is the 4th.
Oh, yeah. So
I think it must be the 5th or the 6th.
All right. We'll take an average of the two I said, and then I got it right. I got it perfectly right. It's like one of those the wisdom of the crowd sort of situations.
So I bought too many candles. Hampton.
What have I bought?
Panic bought? You haven't left the house. So
when I sent Michael to the store like on Friday, I was just like, I don't know, buy stuff. That was my instruction. Yeah, I haven't really panic bought anything. I bought some DLC for RimWorld, which is not
RimWorld?
Yeah, it's called RimWorld. It's not.
What is that?
It's like a game where you pretend like you crashed on a planet, and then you've got to like figure out how to survive.
Cool.
Anyhow,
sounds great.
But I don't think that was panic buying. Well, wait, no, I did pre-order Animal Crossing, hoping that hoping that they will unlock it early, because.
So Animal Crossing is coming out on 4 or 5 days from now, 4 days, and we're pretty excited. It's got really good reviews on Metacritic so far, 91 out of 100. They don't do percentages for some reason. So I'm very excited.
Wait, that happened because I was half reading half. The embargo lifted today. The reviews are really good.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Animal Crossing is everything I need in my life right now.
So I also don't know if they have a special Animal Crossing Switch edition.
It's so cute.
And we only have one Switch right now. But if you've noticed, there's 2 of us.
Do you want my old Switch?
No.
I mean, your Switch. I bought it for you.
1, no, you didn't. And 2, he just throws it in his bag with cords and stuff without any case. And I had to buy a case for it. And the front is all scratched up. So I'm not having that. I'm not having that shitty Switch. I'm having the Animal Crossing Switch.
Get it.
You've already pre-purchased the game.
Yeah, but only on my Nintendo account. If you have 2 Switches, you have to buy it twice.
We'll see what else I'm panic purchasing. Tune in next time. See if I panic purchased the Animal Crossing Nintendo game.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Switch.
Oh, I'm panic purchasing. It's not stupid because it's important. But everywhere I go, when I see Diet Coke, I'm buying all the Diet Coke I have, like, that they own. I went to CVS and bought them out. But honestly, me buying them out is like 2 liters, and that's like a couple days worth. And so I ran out, and then we went back out again. Yeah. So I don't know if that's panic buying, but if I had the option to get a pallet right now of Diet Coke, I probably would. Or bourbon. We did buy a lot of bourbon.
Yeah, but again,
it's pretty normal.
I panic bought a Franzia boxed wine.
Oh yeah, we did. That was box wine. We have 2 box wines because we're like, well,
I know.
What if we really do have to shut everything down? And
I don't want to be without my wine. And I would. Yeah.
Okay, wait. Let's see. Did we have? There's a lot of chats and I can't see. College board suspends SAT tests. Nightclubs being shut down. What is the worst part of COVID-19 for you? There we go. So, I like the dramatic phrasing of that, Nick.
That was
Thank you from raffle winner Nick.
Yeah.
Who is not one this time because he can't win twice. The Clorox wipes that I keep holding up for.
What would you say is the worst bit of COVID for you so far?
The probably giant loss of jobs for people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for me personally, nothing. The answer is nothing is bad about this. I love working from home. I don't like seeing people. I have a job where I have to interact with people all the time, and probably a lot of the people watching, I interact with you. I'd rather be home and doing it over video. It's not about you. That's a truth of me. But I understand my job. It doesn't work that way, and that's cool. But this is basically what I've been hoping we would do in our jobs for a while. So I'm pretty chuffed from that aspect. Now, that does not take away and I'm going to go back to what I'm actually really concerned about. All the small businesses, like I'm not worried about my job right now, but holy moly, my favorite karaoke place 2 doors down from us, there's no way they can survive 2 weeks into revenue. Like that's just not a thing that they would be able to do. And there's just so many places like that across the country that are just going to be so negatively affected. And I know lots of.
Yeah, the CDC is recommending 8 weeks.
8 weeks. Like that's
at this moment.
If you are not just a company sitting on a pile of cash that you've been carefully guarding with every moment, and you're a smallish business, then that's it.
Yeah.
Or you have to let your people go, and then that's terrible. I mean, it's not good. So is that a happy answer? But for me, I like working from home.
Yeah. Cool.
I slept loud enough to get that. Wait, what's your worst part?
Working from home. Yeah, probably the worst part is working from home. Personally, I get stir crazy. I think it's partly I'm told I can't go outside or go do things or go to the cinema or like go eat out, and I'm like, I hate being told that because then I want to do it, and then yeah, I think that's like the worst part for me. But then I think I think the medical costs that are going to come from this for people who get really sick and recover, for people who get really sick and don't recover on their families. I think that's really concerning within the US. Other countries, I mean, economic impact. I think this is bizarre and something that we haven't seen in our lifetimes. And I was chatting with my parents and something they haven't seen. So that's kind of what I'm mostly worried about.
Yeah. What a fun question.
Thank you, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
Okay, what? I can't read that.
You can't read it?
No.
Do you have like contacts?
Well, I just need to squint a lot.
I'm going to steal from John Lovett, Smiling, Heart, a game where you pretend you can go outside. Oh. Wait, where's Spanies? Oh, Span and Low here. Sorry. How do you deal with living with your coworker in these quarantine times? Close proximity and all that jazz. Yeah, my coworker. Yeah. I'll let you go first.
We have worked together. Actually, our desks, I believe, were closer in previous places we've worked in our old apartment.
Oh, than here?
Yeah. Than we're currently working in. So this is actually kind of like quite a separation for us. Like he's often in the bedroom and I'm often in this living room.
Yeah, we switch.
So
we kind of switch. We have two rooms.
We do. Yeah.
Like we have the living room-ish kitchen, and then we've got a bedroom, and so our desks are in there. So I today mostly had this room, but late in the afternoon we switched again, and so.
I guess when we previously worked together, it was mostly collaborative, and this is a little more tricky because it's not like we're on different sides of the org right now, and so like we often have phone calls at different times and video chats at different times, so we have to actually separate more and get on chats and then switch during the day.
But if you work with us, you'll see Cameo in the background, usually the other one at some point.
That's true.
It's like a spot
on video chat.
Yeah. Which my whole day, like I was on my AirPods today so long, like they both ran out of batteries. Like it was back to back to back to back to back to back.
Okay, it's interesting you use your AirPods, and I've seen a lot of people use like over-ear headphones, noise canceling ones, and I can't use those for calls because I hear myself speak and it doesn't sound loud enough or something, and so I think I increase my volume or something. It just sounds off to me. I don't know what's up.
You can turn off the noise canceling
with the Bose.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna figure that out.
Yeah, it's a good way to do it. Any baking plans? Do you want to introduce Etienne?
I can. Cool.
Well, he's closer to the kitchen. Etienne, we were going to.
This is our second child.
Yeah.
So we have Stanley the Roomba, who I don't know if we've.
This isn't a candle. This is our yeast. Our wild yeast starter for sourdough. People love this on the podcast.
We were planning on.
It's a bubbly boy. That's what we say.
Baking.
It's very jelly. It's terrible. I mean, I'll put Etienne can join us for this. There you go.
We were planning on baking today, but we didn't for some reason. But we might bake tomorrow.
Well, I normally have to start for sourdough about 11 a.m. to get it kind of towards the end of the day, but then it ended up being that I was on calls for that entire time, and I realized even the every 50 minutes taking 2 minutes to turn wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
So,
but I think
it's the late stage capitalism job hell. Just kidding.
We'll figure out a time to bake, I think.
Great question here from Fabiana Scala. I don't know who she is. How many Weight Watchers points in sourdough? Too many. but I would basically, my plan is to cut off a little bit, eat it, and then throw the rest of it away.
Or we could freeze it, or like slowly eat it over the week. I always have too many points left over at the end of the day.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
Oh, look at you. This is 9 points, just in case anybody is curious. The drink is 9 points. Any stock tips in this unprecedented buying opportunity? Dow 18,000. JetBlue, I think, is the. Said.
I'm looking forward to investing.
Is that too real?
I'm looking forward to investing my IRA right now. I want to put money in because, it's going to go up.
I transferred into my IRA with auto investing like right the day that it started dropping. And he hasn't done it yet because we're still in the window to April, whatever, 14th. And you're like in a much better position right now. That recovery, so jealous. So jealous.
I think they're going to delay the tax filing date.
I agree. Yeah, I think they will. I guess they'll delay the IRA thing too. The best part about the live stream is that everybody on the live stream can see the annoyed face you get when I talk
annoying face.
Annoyed face when I talk over you.
Yeah.
It's going great. But yeah, stock tips. Okay. There's a lot of recession-proof companies. I'm actually going to take this question seriously. I would say generally the big tech companies are probably actually okay if you think about how much we pay them versus. I think Microsoft's better than like a Google because small business ads are going to totally tank because that money is just not there anymore, and that's where kind of Facebook and Google have made their money. But I think somebody like Microsoft will be a lot better.
And Microsoft just bought NPM by proxy.
They did. They got a quick buy on that whole thing. Good price, real fast. I don't know. Things like consumer goods that you buy even today, or that you would buy in a lockdown, are always good. So people always buy. Obviously, there's soaps, cleaning fluids, soda brands are pretty good. People will probably still do that even if they're in bad situations. So. That's my answer. Internet companies like providers probably do really well in this whole thing. So there was my actual answer, if not boring to anybody who's not interested, which could be everybody, really.
Yeah.
But Nick asked it, so.
Hot stock tips.
Yeah. So Animal Crossing. I'm going to go back to that.
Oh,
wow. So, Michael, you've never played Animal Crossing.
I downloaded the app.
Well, that's pretty much.
Yeah. Is that playing it?
Oh, did you not play the app?
I can't remember.
Oh. Did Tom Nook ask you to collect some apples?
No.
Okay. Well, you haven't played it.
Okay.
Yeah, so Animal Crossing, I feel like, is probably the stupidest, best concept in the world, which is that you just pretend it's like an RPG without any violence. You just pretend like you live in a nice village and you have friends and people want to talk to you, and then you do favors for them and then they like you. And that's it. That is what happens in the game. And I just feel like that's the kind of energy that we need these days. Just like, I don't know, hanging out with a raccoon. You know?
Yeah. So I think my reluctance to play has come from, I read early on in the internet when I was just, I don't know, hanging out on whatever. There was someone, because you can send letters to people, right?
You can send virtual letters to nobody.
Well, I read this whole story from this person whose mom used to love playing Animal Crossing, and they made fun of the mom. And then the mom got sick. I think it was like a terminal illness, and would just like double down on playing Animal Crossing. And the kids would like make fun of her the whole time, being like, what on earth are you doing? This is ridiculous. And then she died, and the kids were very sad, obviously. And then afterwards, the kids like opened her saved game or whatever, and she had been writing letters to them the whole time in Animal Crossing about how much she loved them, or like how she was like planting a field or something for them in Animal Crossing. And it really hit me. And so now I'm like, I don't know if I can play Animal Crossing. This one like meme, or not meme.
It's not a meme. It's a sweet story.
Yeah, but still, it was upsetting, deeply upsetting.
Yeah. Wow.
Anyway, maybe
the most depressing part of an episode about COVID.
Maybe the new Animal Crossing themed Switch will make me reconsider playing Animal Crossing.
Yeah. No, I look, the first one, I don't know, I thought it was childish. I think the GameCube version was the first one. But I enjoyed it. And I just feel like it's the energy I need.
Yeah. So it's just like planting shit and
yeah. Well, it's okay. It's a lot like what's the other one I play? Everybody. It's the one on Switch and everything now. Stardew Valley. Yeah. It's a lot like that.
I haven't played Stardew Valley either. So
you've watched me.
That's true.
It's very interactive. But I guess you need your own Switch to have your own village. And then you can come visit mine. That's one of the features.
I know. This is where I'm like, it would be a good investment and not a panic buy to get another Switch.
They're sold out.
Did you check?
Yes. This is like a whole thing.
Okay. Oh. They still had them in stock when I looked. Like 2 weeks ago. Before COVID. In the world pre-COVID.
Yeah, before they... COVID.
Sorry.
FBI Director Covey.
Me.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. That was a joke.
It's a great joke. Everybody loves that joke. Everybody applaud if you like that joke. Yeah, cool. That's great. I heard him in my head. All right. Well, I think this about wraps up our episode. Thank you all for this very special Trapped at Home episode. If you liked the format, please let us know, because we can do this as much as you would be interested in being part of it.
And you can tweet at us at Wham Show.
Tweet at Wham Show, or DM us deep in our DMs. It's cool with us.
There you go. You just wanted to make sure this was not safe for work. You want to justify that explicit tag.
Yep. Fucking A, I do. Fucking
there you
A.
go.
All right, before we lose the light, good night, everybody. You should say good night.
Oh, good night.
Now we're going to go press the button.